This video will give you an idea of how to parse a string using LR1 and LALR parsing technique. Okay, so let's consider this parsing table along with context-free grammar. So production number 1 is S gives AA, production number 2 is A gives AA, and third production is A gives B. Okay, so I'll consider one string as AB. So we have three components in during parsing, that is, one is stack, second one is input, and third one is action. Fine. So to begin with, let's store state 0 in stack, and input which is given to you all is AB $. Okay. So 0 on A gives you shift operation. So what I do is I write this 0, shift one symbol from input and write the next state, that is 36. Okay, so this 36 is considered as one value. What is left in input? It is BAB $. Okay, so you can write action as shift operation. Fine. After that, come to this 36 on B. So check for entry of 36 on B gives you shift 47. So this will be 0A 36. Since it is shift entry, it will shift this symbol on stack and write the next state, that is 47. Yes, what is left in input? AB $. So you can write shift operation. Then 47 on A. 47 on A is R3. Okay, now go to this production, that is third production, and check how many symbols are there on the right hand side. Now how many symbols are there here? There is just one symbol. Pop off two symbols from stack starting from this point, that is 47 and B, and place the non-terminal symbol which is there on the left hand side. Okay, so you will get $0A 36 B so B and 47 and place A here. Okay, once you place A, check for entry of 36 on capital A. 36 on capital A gives you 89. So write that 89 here. Write the remaining input as it is. Okay, then 89 on A. 89 on A is R2. Okay, go to production number 2 and check how many symbols are there on the right hand side. How many symbols are there? There are two symbols. Pop off 4 symbols from here and place the non-terminal A. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, till here 4 symbols, and I'll place the non-terminal symbol which is there on the left hand side, that is A, and immediately check for entry of 0 on A. 0 on capital A gives you 2. So that 2 will come here. Write remaining input as it is. Okay, then 2 on A. 2 on A gives you 2 on A gives you S36. So again shift operation, 0A, 2, shift this A and write the next state, that is 36 B $. Then 36 on B. 36 on B is again shift operation. So I'll shift B and write the next state. So $0A 2 A 36, shift B and write the next state, that is 47, and $. Will come. Okay, then 47 on $. 47 on $. Is R3. Okay, how many symbols are there here now? There is only one symbol. So pop off 2 symbols and write the non-terminal. So in place of this 47 and B, I'll write the non-terminal A. So you will get $0A 2 A 36 and A, and then immediately check for entry of 36 on A. 36 on A gives you 89. So I'll write 89 here, and this will be $. Then 89 on $. 89 on $. Is R2. So R2 is this. So we will have to pop off 4 symbols, that is 89, A, 36 and A, and place the non-terminal symbol, that is A. So I'll write that part over here, $0 A 2, and the non-terminal symbol is A, and then check for entry of 2 on A. 2 on A is 5. What is left in input? It is just dollar. Then 5 on dollar. 5 on dollar is R1. R1 is this production. How many symbols are there on the right hand side? There are 2 symbols. Pop off twice the number of symbols, that is we will have to pop 4 symbols, and in place of those symbols we will have to write this non-terminal S. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place the non-terminal symbol S. Okay, immediately check for entry of 0 on capital S. 0 on capital S is 1. What is left in input? It is dollar. And then check for entry of 1 on dollar. 1 on dollar is X. Okay, so this is how the string gets accepted using LR1 and LALR parsing technique. Now this parsing procedure remains same in all the parsing techniques, that is LR0, SLR1, LR1 and LALR. Okay, the only difference lies in the previous steps. Thank you.